Let's talk about social skills. You may find that your little one might be struggling with these, or they may avoid social interactions altogether. It could be that they have the communication skills that they need, but are often in Grinch mode.
The Grinch!
Even the Grinch had hope. And even if you think it's gonna take the same Christmas miracle to get your little unsocial butterfly to open his or her wings, let's try some of these strategies first to see if we can get Christmas to come a little early. First, like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one. First, so we can't assume that these little ones even have these social skills and that they have the proper skills that they need to communicate, right? So it's going to be very important that we teach them these skills. And I'm all about bombarding kids, especially with the good stuff. So in this case, these social skills that they're going to need to communicate. I have some steps that I hope will help you to make your little one a more social butterfly. Step 1, you guessed it, teaching them social skills. And some good ways to do that would first be visuals, right? So let's think about where your little one frequents. The kitchen, their bedroom, maybe they even have a playroom. Putting up some posters with rules of play and social engagement on them, especially like rules like sharing, which is so important to social skills, turn taking, things like that. You can find some of those like lists of rules for social skills on Amazon. So putting up posters like that around for them to see what these rules are and see visuals of these rules consistently is going to be really important and helpful. Displaying role or chore charts are going to be good. Once again, Amazon has some that go perfectly as a magnet on your refrigerator, and you can write in their chores and the roles that they have. This fosters independence, but it also fosters empathy because you want them to try first before they ask for help, but asking for help is important, as well as accepting help and offering help to others. So maybe if they have siblings with other chores that need help, them offering to help them and them receiving help from them builds good social skills. There's also going to be the importance of providing structure and routines. I get it. Life is hectic. Things are crazy. But if you can find just one moment a day that's consistent for a routine, some sacred time, keeping that time set apart every day, I promise it'll make all the difference. Another good way to teach social skills is through example. You, mom and dad, yes, you are your child's best example, mom and dad. All right, so keep that in mind. I know what's probably running through your head is that most recent incident with road rage, but there's always time to change and do better. Second chances, right? But yeah, it's really important for you to show your children how to be good communicators and how to socially engage appropriately. So, for the future, you may want to keep that in mind the next time you want to cuss out that inconsiderate driver who just got over on you without their turn signal.
I just have so much road rage!
But seriously, you are so impactful to your child learning social skills. Your example is so important. And so one way to do this is take some routine things that happen on a daily basis that involve social engagement. So maybe you speaking to your neighbors every day or something like that. Bring awareness to that so your child can see good social skill interactions. And show them how you want them to socially interact and engage. Be consistent, like point out opportunities where you've used good social skills, where they're using good social skills, and then call out and correct when there is a misuse or when social skills are not being used appropriately, when you don't use them appropriately, when others don't use them appropriately, when your child doesn't use them appropriately. Point those out and correct them in the moment is going to be important. You're holding people accountable, but also giving praise where praise is due. Role playing is a good opportunity to teach social skills as well, especially if you're not getting as many social skill opportunities that you would like to see. There's no more COVID shutdowns, and we ain't living in the wilderness. So there really shouldn't be too many problems, especially if you can watch this video. There shouldn't be too many problems for social engagement. But there are instances where there's not enough, especially if you want to show your child consistent interactions and consistent social skills. You may want to try role playing. Identify the positive social skills that your child is already using, whether that is they're already saying hi to the neighbor, they're already greeting their friends appropriately or saying please and thank you. Give praise during those times and show them those opportunities so that they know what they are doing correctly. Another good way of teaching social skills is the environment that you're using. It's so important. You want to set up a space somewhere that that's a calm space that they can go to when they need to get away from everybody, when they need to calm themselves down. And it's going to be really important to utilize this space. Don't just create this cute little space with these nice little pillows and these little stress balls and then they never use it. You want them to consistently use this space, especially because social interaction consistently can become overwhelming, and you want an opportunity where they can retreat to themselves, think about how they handle the situation to maybe figure out how to do it better, de-stress from that situation, and get back to feeling comfortable socializing again. Practice using social skills with some of the best people that you can practice with. Family. Yes, family is usually where your child is the most comfortable. With their cousins, their mom, their dad, grandma, whoever their siblings. That's usually where they're the most comfortable, so it's the best place for them to practice good social skills. Maintain or force good sibling relationships. This may not seem important, but it really is. And I'm not saying perfect sibling relationships, just good sibling relationships, okay? My sister's my best friend. We've been best friends for a while, but as children, we've put each other in the hospital more than one time. And so I'm not saying that the relationships are going to be perfect or that they're not going to fight. You just want to make sure that they have a good relationship with their siblings. Are they remorseful for throwing the other one down the steps? Good, I'll take it. My mom made sure to foster that good relationship between me and my sister, and it really paid off later on in life for both of us. And with siblings, you can teach good sharing, good turn taking, and even good problem solving skills, right? Usually at home, kids are not on their best behavior. So this is the perfect place to start. Another good way to teach social skills is through engagement. Teach emotions. Emotions are so important for kids to not only use appropriately, but to understand. So you want to teach emotion vocabulary, not just happy or sad, but excited, shocked, frustrated, disappointed, or better descriptors than just happy or sad. And you want them to understand when other people are expressing these emotions, as well as being able to express these emotions to others. You can use social awareness through reading to create social skills for social engagement. Layman's terms, use books to talk about emotions and how they change. For example, Johnny has an ice cream cone. How's Johnny feeling? He's feeling happy when he has an ice cream cone. Oh no, his ice cream cone fell. How is Johnny feeling now? He's sad. Now Johnny's friend gives him a big hug and it makes Johnny feel better.
Not really.
Right? It shows how our emotions change based off of what happens to us, and helps create empathy. Build focus and encourage eye contact by having your child look at you or whoever they're speaking to when they give responses. If you have siblings, you can have them ask each other, what was the favorite part of the story? What was the part of the story that you liked the best? And then making that eye contact to respond. It's also teaching kids how to ask and answer open-ended questions instead of just yes or no question. Once again, encourage eye contact with you or whoever else they're speaking to. I like to prompt my students with, we listen with our eyes and our ears. You can use that. You're welcome. This helps follow your child's interests and shows them that what they're saying is important. And this is going to help them do this same thing, hopefully, for others. Playing games also helps with social skills like for turn taking, problem solving, empathy, and even encouraging others. Speaking of empathy, encourage them to express how they feel about things by asking them, how do you feel? This will give them the chance to use some of the emotion vocabulary that you've taught them. Step 2, independence. As we're emerging and helping them get to a place where they can do things on their own, this is the time to also teach problem solving skills. Positivity through adversity. Encourage them to communicate on their own. No, insist that they communicate on their own. Even if it's a simple hi or bye, make them do it. We also want to teach resilience. Parents, you are usually a safe space for your child. So here in this moment, I'm gonna ask you to back it on up. Not like that, but get back. Give them the space to do things on their own. They should be encouraged to try on their own first and then ask for support. This teaches resilience and encourages communication. Give them chores, self-dressing, simple grooming tasks. These may seem challenging at the beginning, but these are still things that you know that they can do on their own. Even if it takes 6 tries for them to button up their shirt, give them the space to do it on their own. And if you're in a rush, let them do it in the car. They'll be all right. A little frustration never hurt. Hair brushing, washing their face, maybe not brushing their teeth on their own every day, unless you're trying to line your dentist's pockets, but sometimes would be good as well. There's a fine line between support and fostering independence, and I know you'll find it.
You can do it!
Set up opportunities for group activities, chances for social engagement, whether that be sleepovers, play dates, fun opportunities that they have with their friends. I stress friends their own age. It may seem cute at first when grandma's their best friend until they start acting like grandma. No, but seriously, older kids and adults are usually very accommodating for younger kids. But same age peers are not as accommodating. They usually want the same things and they're gonna usually fight to get it. So they're a little bit harder to get along with. And this helps build problem solving skills and teaches them fairness. And you know, when you're playing games with them, don't always let them win. You wanna teach them fairness and flexibility. Another one is be careful who your child hangs out with and listen to them when they share information about how they feel about their peers. You don't want them to hang out with kids that are gonna be bad examples, but also kids who aren't nice to them. You want this to be a pleasant experience for them as well. So basically kids that they somewhat get along with and that are around their age range. As they pick up these social skills and grow and learn, make new opportunities for them to learn higher social skills. Maybe not sarcasm, because I don't think you're ready for that either. But you know, like figures of speech and stuff like that. Don't think that these concepts are too complicated. Keep trying to teach it to them because I guarantee they know more than you think they know. Step 3 is consistency. Praise them every time. Well, when you think about it, when you get a chance to, praise them as often as you can for using appropriate social skills, especially under pressure. You don't have to go overboard. But a simple acknowledgement goes a long way. As always, leave your questions and experiences in the comment section below. I really do look forward to know how things are going and how else I can help.